everybody. All right, so we are going to work on a couple of pain relief blends today. And we're going to do both a fast acting and a slow acting blend. I'm going to start with the fast acting because it's going to be liquid, whereas the slow acting is going to be butters. And those right now are heating up because we want to get those nice and warm so that they'll scoop out easily. The difference with this video and the previous videos I've done on pain relief is that this one is using a much higher dilution than we normally do. You know, normally I use about a 2% dilution with my blends, especially if you're going to be using those on a regular basis. But today I wanted to show you some blends at a higher dilution for an acute situation. So when you would need a little bit more than the usual 2%, but it's not something that should be used on a regular basis. And honestly, I don't want you all to make these blends unless you're working with an aromatherapist or an essential oil specialist, because these are blends that should not be used continually, just in a situation that's really acute. Okay, but I did want to show you how to make them. And then we're doing a slow acting and a fast acting. The slow acting are the butters. The base are the butters, and those are heating up right now. And I'm going to show you that second. And we're going to do the liquid. So I'm going to be doing about a 10-15% dilution, which is quite a bit more than what I normally do at the 2%. Usually we're looking at a 2-ounce bottle with about 20 drops in it. But today we're going to use a 4-ounce bottle and we're going to use about 300 drops. And each 15 mil has about 250 drops in it. And so we're going to break that up so that the total amount of drops in the bottle is going to be about 300 drops. So you can see this is not something you want to be using on a regular basis. So the first thing is you want to have your and by the way, if you want to know where I got my jars, I love Aromatics International, so I got my containers from them. And I'm actually also going to do some inhalers for you on another video. But you want to fill up your container with your carrier, and it's a good idea to have your carrier also be a carrier that is analgesic. So you want some pain reducing benefits with the carrier itself. So maybe anti-inflammatory. I love trauma oil. I love hemp seed oil. And I like this one, St. John's wort. So I've got this one and I've got Aromatics International version. Both of these have olive oil in it too. And you can also go with olive oil, but I wanted more bang for my buck here. So I'm using these two. And then you could also use coconut oil. Coconut oil is also anti-inflammatory, but my skin doesn't like it. And a lot of people, it just kind of sits on top. It doesn't soak in as well. So I like these, but look at hemp seed, trauma, and hemp seed, trauma oil, and then maybe the St. John's. Okay, so I am going to go check on our warming, the oils that are, the butters that are warming up. So the butters are in containers like this. I'm going to show it to you here in a minute. So while you're preparing your oils, you just want to kind of boil some water, and then just put the oils in a glass bowl or something on top of the steam, the water. So you've seen me make other things with butters, so it's kind of that same thing. We did like some skincare stuff on here and lip balm and things like that. So the same way you would warm up shea butter is the way that you would do this. So I'm just going to go check on that. Okay, so the bottom of it is getting kind of warm, so I'm just going to kind of leave it sitting there and letting that soften up a little bit. It doesn't need to melt. You just want it to soften up some. Okay, so let's go into this, and you can use a funnel. And I am going to use a combination of this St. John's, that beautiful purple color. And then I want to put some olive oil with it. Did I do that right? Yeah. You're not seeing it, are you? Let me put this down so you guys can see this a little bit better. So I am going to finish filling this up with just olive oil. It is one of my favorite oils, just because my skin absolutely loves it. Drinks it in and moisturizes it so nice. So that is going to be my base for both of these, actually. I'm making 2 of these. And again, I'm going to do a combo here. And the St. John's. And the olive oil. I think I put the wrong cup in there. Switch that out. So I'm using a combination of analgesic essential oils and anti-nociceptive essential oils, meaning pain relieving and pain blocking essential oils. All right, so because I'm looking for 300 drops, I've got to figure out how many drops are left in my bottle here. So this is a bottle of rosemary, and I've got about half of this bottle in here. So I'm going to put that entire amount in there because a 15 ml bottle, this is a 15 ml. Let me make sure of that. Yeah, this is a 15 ml, meaning that it's got about 250 drops. And remember, I want 300 drops total. I'm going to put several different essential oils in here because this has the 250 drops. By me putting half the bottle in there, I'm already getting 125 of my 300 drops just in one swoop there. All right. And because you're using more oils too, I am going to, usually I have you put your carrier all the way up to the edge here, but I'm just remembering here because I'm going to need more space than usual because we're using more essential oils. So I'm actually going to put this olive oil and St. John's, take the edge off here. This is one of my face oils, and it's just olive oil and lavender. And now I've got a little St. John's here. Move that over here. Stop on it. Boy, that rosemary is gorgeous. Oh man, it's just bouncing out of there. And don't forget, you're getting so much of the emotional benefit too with rosemary. And all of these essential oils have some kind of an energetic property to it. So it's a really good thing to be using it in the pain blends because we're going to need that. And I feel like I need to just pour out a little bit more of that. And I'm actually going to use it in here. So these are our containers that we're going to use for the slow acting with the butters. But I'm going to put some of the St. John olive oil mix in here because I just want to make sure that I have enough space. And I've poured out too much now, but I'd rather have too much poured out, and then put the other over top. All right, so now I can be comfortable and just play around with my oils here. So here again, we have about 125 drops because I'm putting that whole thing in there. So don't throw away these bottles, you guys. You can make stock blends with the empty bottles. And then one thing that my sister does I really love is she puts Epsom salt in here and just makes these beautiful bath salts because there's so much aroma left in that bottle. Okay, so let's put that orifice reducer back on here. I'm going to make use of this guy a little bit later. So we got rosemary down. This blend is also going to be incredibly relaxing, and it's going to be very nourishing to the central nervous system. Not only is it going to be pain relieving, but it's going to be doing that too. I'm going to use a blend called Joy, and I'm going to use a little over half. This is almost full. So I'm going to use about half of what's in here. That's going to give me about 75 more drops. So you can see up on your screen the numbers that we're working with so far. We're trying to get to 300. And so far we have, let's get the calculator going, and you've got it there on your screen. Hopefully we've got that. So 125, and now I'm going to do 75. So that's going to give me 200. Okay. So the thing about this blend is it has several anti-nociceptive oils in it and analgesic oils. Bergamot in here, lavenders in here. I also wanted to use some ylang-ylang, which is in this blend. This blend is called Joy. And so I'm going to, again, you got to, for these particular blends, you got to take the orifice reducer off. I'm going to put about half of that that's in here. It's about 75 drops. Oh, that's a beautiful one too. It's very floral. So now I kind of want to just see what my mix smells like a bit here. Rosemary, and then we've got all those florals, lavender, geranium, ylang-ylang, bergamot are all in this blend. So this was a really great one to use. Let's see what it smells like. Okay, the next thing we're going to use is orange. So my orange is also, it's a sweet orange and it's about half. So we've got another 125. Yeah, and that's going to take us just a little bit over. So I'm going to not put all of this orange in there, but just about all of this orange. And that'll do it for us for this blend. Okay. Alrighty. That is going to be a beautiful smelling blend and very, very pain reducing. All right, so now, since we've shared so much of that carrier, now I'm going to fill up with carrier and I don't have to worry anymore that I won't have space. The other thing you want to do is very quickly, you want to go ahead and write down what it is that you use in that blend, because as you use them, you're going to find your favorites and ones that really work well. And the worst is when you find a great one and you don't remember what you put in it. So I'm actually going to note this while you're doing these too, because these are so potent. I would keep the top on these because it can be a little bit too much to inhale. I'm starting to really feel that. So just go ahead and keep the top on, especially since I'm going to be working with so many of these. It's a good idea to protect yourself like that. And then I am going to switch over to the slow acting anti-nociceptive, and then I'm going to come back and do a second video with more just the analgesic blends, fast acting and slow acting. Okay, so let me grab the butter. Okay, so we've got our butter here. This is combo butter, and the combo butter is really great for aches and pains. Itself is really, really great for that. So I have another video here where I'm making my mom's favorite pain relief blend. And so I'm going to do a different one here. And I wanted you to kind of see that butter. So this is how it comes. Make sure that top's on there nice and good. And again, I just kind of heated up the entire thing. And you can just kind of scoop some out and heat it up at a time, which might be a good idea. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So no, yours hasn't gone bad if it comes out like that. So that's what it looks like. And what I want you to do with these after your first use and you open it, keep it in the refrigerator because it can tend to mold. And we don't want that. So I'm just scooping it out and putting it in our 4-ounce container. I'm just going to keep doing that until it's full. I'm just going to guide this along a little bit here. So there's only enough in here to make probably two of the 4 ounces, because I think this is an 8-ounce container. Now remember, I have a little bit of the St. John's and olive oil at the bottom. Okay, so we're going for the same thing here, the 300 drops. And the first thing I'm going to use is black pepper in this one. So black pepper is anti-nociceptive. Okay, so I've got a 5 ml here, so that's only going to give me 100 drops of my 300. Okay, so I'm going to put this entire black pepper in here. So I just took the orifice reducer off. So that was 100 drops. I'm going to keep that bottle so I can make some stock blends. Okay, and then the next thing that I'm going to put in is going to be lavender. So I'm looking for my fullest bottle of lavender, and so this one is right at half. And so you remember it's 125 drops for one that's half of the 15 mil. So I got 100 of black pepper, and now I'm putting in 125 of the lavender. That gives us 225. These are so strong, pouring them all out like that. So you may even want to wear a mask. So I'm putting, and not that it's toxic, it's just that these are plant chemicals. They're beautiful for your body, but they can be too much. And this is why I don't want you to be using these unless it's a case of like a really acute pain that you're needing some extra help and that you're working with a professional. All right, so we've put those two in, and I need let's see. So we just need 75 more drops, and I am going to go with, let's see, how much tea tree do I have left? Yep, that's perfect. That's about 75 drops, and I can say that because this is a 15 mil, and half, if it was half full, it'd be 125, and it's a little less than half. So I'm going to end this with a tea tree. So in this blend, then, we have lavender, tea tree, and let's see if I can get a hold of that in there. Yeah. Yay! All right, so lavender, tea tree, and black pepper. Beautiful blend. Not only is it going to be supportive to help to block that pain, to reduce the pain, but it's going to be really soothing on your emotions. Really nice for that immune system. And as you can see, I'm just kind of stirring this through, getting it all nice and mixed in there. Okay, so again, the blends today, I was really focusing on antinociceptive oils, meaning that it's pain blocking. It's analgesic, so it's going to help to reduce pain and inflammation, but it's also going to help to block that sensation of pain. And when it's really acute like this, like in the cases where we're going to be using these, you want that. And so how would you use this? Again, make sure that you're working with a professional, because they can talk to you about your specific case. Also, you want to check with your doctor to make sure that you, in your situation or your condition, can use essential oils, especially potent in this potent case. But in the case, if I'm working with a client and they've gotten the go-ahead from their doctor, I would have them to just literally scoop out about that much and put it on the inflamed area. It's going to take a little bit longer than the liquid blend, but it's going to last longer. It's a slower acting just because of that thickness. And I would keep these blends in the fridge with the combo butter. So yeah, it's going to act a little bit slower, but it's really going to be so great on that pain. For the liquid blend that we did, similar, a capful is what I would have someone do if they got the go ahead to use these, and as needed. So as you're getting some breakthrough pain, you're probably going to be using this in between whatever it is that your doctor has given you. If they give you the go ahead to do that, you're going to be using it in between. And so maybe a cap on the area where there's pain, and you may say, well, gosh, I feel it all over. In that case, and you're feeling it all over, then I want you to do one of two things. Put it on the bottom of your feet, and I want to pause in here and say, we have no idea why that works so effectively. Technically, you should feel it less on the bottom of your feet because the bottom of the feet has an extra layer of skin and it's not going to absorb as fast, but there is something to it. I have tested this so many times, and people are getting great results putting the blends on the bottom of their feet. We don't know why. I have not heard an explanation for that, but you absolutely can put it on the bottom of your feet, cap of that. or you can take a cap and put it behind your ear, which is going to absorb faster, back of the ear like that. And what it's going to do is get into your bloodstream, and the bloodstream will carry it throughout the body. It's almost like when you take something orally, where you're taking it this way, but it gets in the bloodstream, and that's how it goes to the fiery spots. So you can put this on one spot in the body and get relief. But I'm also going to do another video for you. I'm doing a little series here, that will be an inhaler, and that's something else that you can use for this kind of acute pain. Okay. All right, that is going to be it for this video. I'm going to go right into the next one, but we'll break it up for you. All right, so I'll go into the next one where we're doing more of an analgesic soothing blend for both the fast acting and the slow acting. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Please like and subscribe. You can get more information on the links right underneath here. Give me a thumbs up, give me your questions and your comments. And please let people know about the Aroma Specialist. And by the way, I did not introduce myself to you because I'm so used to talking to audiences that know me. I am Renèe Hughes. I'm a certified holistic practitioner, certified aromatherapist, and health consultant. My practice is the Aroma Specialist. I'm the creator of the Mood Makeover Method and the Holistic Champions School. So if you're someone who is interested in learning more about essential oils and becoming certified, I'm your gal. If you're looking for emotional support and learning how to use these essential oils to create more positive habits, to get out of your own way, to have more energy and focus, then you found the right place. So please ask your questions below, hit like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.